Roundtable. Welcome to episode 12. We are talking about the Ruler of the Ring tournament. And when we decided on this topic, I was worried containing a top 5 best and worst to a just one show, or one name of a show, like if we did it for Collision Course or anything like that, it would be difficult. Oh boy, was it not difficult to find bad matches and good matches all under the same banner. So when we're talking about banners, and we're talking about banner performers, and we're talking about Ruler of the Rings, we have half a table of Ruler of the Rings and half of the table of guys that didn't win any. So we're gonna go over to the left, all the way to NGW's own Maurice Jones, Black Dragon 2011 Ruler of the Ring.
The last Ruler of the Ring.
And we're gonna go all the way over to his right. We're gonna go to Mr. Oh, yes! Mr. Oh, why did I lose in 2010 in the final? It made no sense that a man twice my age won the Ruler of the Ring. I am the young and I changed my clothes 3 times.
I really did, though. He did.
And I am James Alexander, and I did far too many moves and no psychology in 2007, but I won. So we're moving over to Big John, who doesn't really have a list, but it's fine because he had one Rule of the Ring match, and he's always a good guy to go to in these, when we're talking and stuff. And we're gonna go all the way over to Stu Garduno. And Steve Garduno, Psycho, has had many a great Rule of the Ring match. And just to bring it back over to finish up this opening, it was...
You must call me Professor.
Professor Steve, it was very difficult to have these tournaments and have good matches, but we did. But you'll see a lot in this roundtable that there are matches where guys are clearly holding back for the next match, and there are matches where guys don't even realize they have a next match. So we're gonna get it started. So before we do, we're gonna turn it around to the 3-time Ruler of the Ring winner, Mazzano. Let's get started. Okay, Dragon, if you could take a top 5 of best and the worst. We're going to talk about the worst first to get him out of the way. But really, before we start, was it difficult or was it easy to find the worst Rule of the Ring matches?
It was difficult to just, function. You have some that you dislike for this reason, or some you dislike for this reason. So finding, it's like, I started with mentally, this is going to be my criteria. And then I see this, and
they suck.
There's different measures of suck, because you have some that the moves are good, but the psychology and the reasoning make no sense. And then you have some where what it means is very valuable, but it's garbage. So it's just finding what level of it turned into which ones piss me off, and I just leveraged it off this.
And it wasn't just me. See, I knew he was going to say that.
Mention that. I'm waiting for the match where it's like, it's Avalanche versus Tyrant. The hatred between these two great friends.
I'm waiting for that match
too. not too far off. But I just had to, which ones pissed me off. So I had to X one out, but special honorary fuck you mention is Bravado versus Hazard.
Oh, nice.
I didn't like it. And it's just usual Hazard. I'm getting hit, I just took a move, but now I can get up in reverse because I can. And I'm going to do the Styles Clash even though I'm way too big, and I teabag the top of James's head so he almost breaks his neck, but then I'll just hit the Styles Clash anyway after you hook your own arms. And just... the more I get into professional wrestling, the more I hate Hazard.
The thing is, too, the more that I get closer to...
professional, the more I hate the least professional person.
Exactly. The more that I get closer to the psychology of it, the more that I hate the fucking lack of psychology and just moves for the sake of moves.
And the thing is, you have some people where you show fondness and appreciation, even you, back in the day, sometimes you were just doing stuff to do stuff, but you saw there was a mental behind it. You just didn't do it for no reason. There was a reasoning. Nick, psychology-wise, was way fucking ahead of his time. Mm-hmm. And you see the transition from Joe, and then you see Hazard.
You're misinterpreting on, I don't want to argue for Hazard, but I will.
You will!
He's on his light mode today.
You're looking at it from an insider or a managerial perspective, right? Fans like stupid moves for the sake of moves. Did you see the video of the guy doing the Zangief special?
Right.
That's moves for the sake of moves, but it looks awesome.
Well, it better look awesome and be awesome, but when I see you almost break somebody's neck, and take moves too. The people that do a bunch of moves for
You didn't break my neck, Steve.
They also take moves too. You just got hit with
This is why I don't want to argue for Hazard.
You take 2 moves. Oh, I'm fucked up. I'm dizzy. Oh, here comes it. No, I'm going to reverse it with the. Fuck you. Okay, so
I'm gonna do
You know the thing is, too,
driver.
you know the thing is, too, I almost feel like I can account for that of Hazard than I can account for what Paul does. His spontaneous breaking the fucking walls of logic is harder for me to adapt to than it is when Hazard's like, I'm so powerful, I will not be hurt by this.
but
That's right, which I'm glad we are.
But
I have been so
At least the jock goes south for you.
years.
if I could offer one thing about the jock, I mean, he did kind of go to school for that.
What do you mean, psychology?
No, I mean,
Because it was chemistry.
Making shit happen. But number 5. Oh, look, he's still here. Hazard versus Avalanche in 2007. Now, I'm confused by this because it seemed like 2 other people was wrestling, and then 2 other people started wrestling, and then you turned into the referee.
Are you asking for the story?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
You
watch the other matches in the first round. So like there's rampant cheating going on, and it's like the one team cheating against the other team, so that the other team can then come back and cheat.
There are 4 stories
make
going
yourself a
on
referee,
in that.
legally be the finish.
Okay.
But Dark
And
Horse
once
had
I saw him
corrupted so
go to
much.
the next round, it's like, wait, that counted? I thought.
See, okay. So
I'm the captain.
there were 4.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Look at me. The other thing is, okay, so if you really want the story, if you really want to do this, Pa, here's the story. The story is this. There were 4 different storylines going on in the 2007 one. I was coming back to my old character that I only didn't do for 2 months. Also coming back from, I think I again had a bit of a shoulder problem, so I was off TV for 2 weeks, or as Joe likes to say, make it his 2 weeks return clip. So.
Well, it looks like coming down the aisle, making his 2 weeks return, he is Bravado!
Alright, okay, so that was one story. I could possibly have won the Ruler of the Ring. The other story was Paul had just gotten beat for the title. He was full of piss and vinegar. He could possibly win Ruler of the Ring. Joe was coming off the Sad Gun Show breakup. He could rebound and possibly win Rule of the Ring. And then you have Dark Force.
That's why you see Slavic with the shirt.
Even when you're not in character, you still make the gun show shit gay. He was on a horrible breakup, but he could rebound. He might find someone. Because Rule of the Ring is like speed dating at best. You get around Robin, you do your time, you go to your next match. You could make a connection.
So yeah, all right. So the Dark Force storyline was obviously getting a little bit too far outside the realm of possibilities that could actually happen in wrestling. So it was, yes,
use the Force to twin choke slam.
a overall strength in numbers corruption storyline. So it is, yeah. They have Nick, they have Sly, they have Charles. So those.
This is in training.
Those are 3. Yeah, those are 3 powerful figureheads. The actual pseudo babyface is in that is actually Sly. So if you see Sly's interaction and interference in the Mazzato Big Tony match, it is you will not cheat.
Yes,
when Nick does it, Nick is like, we will not lose. So it's Big Tony who cheats first to throw Sly off the top after Sly's about to hit that body splash and presumably win. Then Nick now obviously is brought into play, and Nick comes in and starts battling Big Tony. While Sly gets thrown off from this body splash, he lands on Slavic the ref. So Nick, with the corruption storyline being what it was, is supposed to less comically put on the ref shirt and count 3 to at least end the match in controversy. I explained this like that to them, and this was the interpretation that I got back. Which is Nick carrying Slavic like a baby out of the ring, taking his shirt, now.
Here, ref. I got something for you. You coming with me?
The hell is Mazzato doing?
I
referee glassy-eyed here.
Let me take this from you.
Mazzato's taking the ref shirt off the referee. Spoiler. I'm gonna go to this match later. But when it really falls apart for me, almost, all the stuff that happens in that scenario with Big Tony, Avalanche, Hazard, is at least fighting. When Nick comes in, he brings in our styrofoam belts. He goes, "You want to touch this belt?" And he takes the other belt and slaps Hazard over the head with it. And Hazard sells more than he did in the match you just previously mentioned.
Back. Oh man, a shot with the hardcore title, and another for Big Tony.
It's very true.
So I don't know if another. Oh yeah, and then Avalanche picks him up for the maul, but it takes Nick time to get the shirt on, so it picks him up for the hug for like a half an hour, and then mauls him. Feet touch the ground. Nick counts fast. It really was a bad match. I didn't expect too much out of the wrestling stylings of Avalanche and Hazard together, especially early 2007, but it was really bad. You were right.
Number 4. You don't see Bravado often on the bad list.
Here you will see.
But when you who used to go out with Rachel? Yeah, Ross. Paul Ross. You know when Ross was doomed? Not when they were on the break. No, it was when you realize Paul Ross's finisher is the Jaded Edge, and you're not going to beat James with the Jaded fucking Edge as a finish.
With my fourth string move.
His awesome falsie is not going to be your finish and win. 2, what the fuck happened? When James can't barely hold a match together, something is wrong. Not to mention, the strokes that he has after he wins the Ross that we talked about.
Why couldn't James face PSP?
Because that match
James
had been done.
Giving people chances, and James is wrong sometimes.
But you got a chance in the first round.
Which that was, even though it had a couple of really bad botches in it, was better than my match.
It was way better. It was way better. I mean, but yeah, it was just bad. He went for a drop kick, and you grabbed his leg because he clearly missed, and then you just grabbed him, and you're like, just powerbomb the shit out of him.
Yeah, whoops. No.
When James stiffs you, clip.
Minute. Bravado had that one countered. Oh, wait a minute. And picks him up. Oh, with a power bomb.
You suck. You suck. And then after that, he started doing steroids, and now he's in movies.
Can I just interject with the James stiffing? Can I get a clip of him decking me with the elbow pad with the coins?
They're showing who is the Attitude Champion. Oh my God.
Hey, stop that.
We're doing it again? Okay, not to break kayfabe, but there were no coins in that one. That was a decoy.
Doesn't matter. Kayfabe is real.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so do I at least get to say something about this match?
Sure. Garbage.
I clearly watched it yesterday, and I do agree with you. I had to, because of my busy schedule, I watched everything yesterday. I came into this match, psychology was on full effect. Just like slow walking, evil staring, mean shit.
He starts off the match with Rey Mysterio kicking you in the leg.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I told him. I said, yeah.
You ain't telling him to suck at leg kicks.
Yeah. You're gonna kick me. I'm gonna get increasingly mad by how good you are at kicking. Trying to do something for this guy. So then after that, that's supposed to end with him giving me the fucking sweep, the Rob Van Dam sweep that he did like a week prior that worked. He did it backwards, kicked me in my shin, and I was just lost. I sold backwards. So yeah.
Whoa! Oh, and shit. A variation of a sweep there.
It was as bad as you can get, and I could not hold it together because the more it fell apart, the more he just ran around and started no-selling me, and started sandbagging me, and that's when the powerbomb happened.
Shut up!
And I still gave him the false finish with the reverse to evil intentions into the fucking cradle.
Anyway, on to that. Okay, now Number 3. I've heard the legend of the softcore title. And that's fine. But in my opinion...
No, it's not.
No problem. You got it. In my opinion, this was a filmed softcore match. The Entourage versus Big Tony. Hardcore match in the Ruler of the Ring.
Don't pretend I didn't explain that to you.
Just the severity of these shots. Clip.
A shot with the title.
Just the amount they're laying it in, like these people are being knocked up, just seemingly unconscious.
Don't forget the practice spots. Clip.
You can clearly tell, I guess they're friends, maybe.
No,
Maybe this is
I hate undress. I cannot pronounce undress.
Do the sliding on a banana peel sound as he slides off of things.
5 things.
Okay, so they're not a tag team that doesn't want to hurt each other. They're really... Oh, they just don't give a fuck or know how to hit people? Okay, I don't get it. Within seconds, I have a 6-year-old autistic child. He was watching me watch this match.
He thought I was autistic for wanting to watch this.
He looked at me. He looked at the screen. He looked back at me. He said fake and left.
Wow.
Number 2.
That's as deep as it gets, I guess.
Wait.
Apparently,
You have an autistic child? Or
yes.
I did not know that.
Learn something new every day. And knowledge is half the battle.
Real world is hard.
I didn't know what you meant there. I thought they
Yeah,
were...
he's 6.
That means you're 40.
How old am I?
6-year-old child. Number 2.
Number remember? Oh, 9?
Apparently in 06, Entourage and Sabotage wrestled.
Oh, God.
Apparently.
Oh, that match.
That happened.
How did I forget that one? I watched that one.
Spoiler, I didn't put that. I'm gonna give you a fucking clip of Scott doing something, and then he walks away from it doing something.
Oh, you mean like betting a fucking ice?
Sabotage brought a taped fist? Look at the look in his face.
He's never done that
5
before.
things that's wrong with this. I totally forgot about that match, and I watched that match.
Because guess what? Of the 3, it wasn't as bad as the one where they A, gave away the world title, and B, couldn't do a fucking sidewalk slam.
But it was still a ruler in the ring.
Yeah.
Okay. And number 1. And I'm looking at you, Jim.
Yeah.
So, what happens when Fucktard Hazard advances and then apparently doesn't want to wrestle again? Now I'm looking at you about this. So what happens? What the fuck happened? You ain't never seen no shit like this. Okay, you have one of the greatest wrestlers in BWA history. The human trophy case versus the man of 1,000 Hawaiian shirts. You have Masato versus Nia, the goddamn Genesis.
What? I got number
The
1.
fucking ruler. Are you shitting me?
It wasn't even the first round. It was the second round.
Neo makes it to the second fucking round.
It was a good promo, I mean.
It was a what?
A good promo that I cut.
So what happened? I don't know. No, yes you do know. What the fuck is it? Clip.
Neo, tell Masato what you told me.
Unfortunately, Hazard dropped out.
Reason?
And what are we gonna do about that?
Nothing.
Oh no, not nothing. You see, Neo, we've seen a lot of returns here today at the Ruler of the Ring. And I feel that Neo DeGenesis is a perfect candidate to wrestle one half of the tag team champions and the greatest of all time, Masato. Hey, you can go to the final.
Top 5 reasons this shouldn't happen, Clip. It's Neo the goddamn Genesis. You know how long it took me to make it to a fucking second round of a fucking tournament? And Neo gets a bye and makes it into the second round to face fucking Nick? Fuck this shit. I'm done.
You thought the Dark Force evil politicking was over. When in fact,
Go, creative control.
When fucking Nick lifts him up for the body count, but it seems like his feet are still fucking touching the ground on his shoulders. There's a problem.
Wait, hold on, wait. Marcus is Hogan and Neo's Beefer.
It's true. Wow, when Marcus is Hogan, you know. Fucking Bifer. Alright, so that brings us to Valdez. Valdez, this is a hell of a segue.
Whose wife did he fuck?
The let's not get it. It really is Hogan.
Well, shit.
Okay, so
His dick isn't 10 inches, but
Pitch black says.
We like this tune again.
okay.
Wow, when you have your head in your hands to start it, Valdez. How bad can your number 5 be?
There was a lot of videos,
ooh, the gypsy.
and it was really hard.
Tainted. Don't start with that gypsy shit.
Okay.
No, we're not doing Gypsy again.
All right, I got time. Entirety of One Piece.
I had 5. The problem was there weren't a lot of bad matches, but there were a ton of really good matches, but they're matches that wouldn't necessarily make the cut. So I think I kind of got a good criteria down. Basically, I focused on the spirit of what I picture is the spirit of the tournament. Something like, you know, the All-Star game, where you essentially, you know, you do good up to that point, or you're already an established person, you get invited to be in there to be number 1 contender, and, you know, pretty much the winner gets to main event the last show. You know, so it's kind of a big deal. So I kind of focused on matches that had people and matches that, frankly, shouldn't have been in a Rule of the Ring tournament. Because theoretically speaking, there shouldn't be a bad match in a Rule of the Ring tournament. Rule of the Ring tournament has the best, or at least supposed to be the best, that's not the champion and the current number 1 contender at the time.
In some years, that was impossible. you go fucking 6 people down and you're at Entourage.
Apparently. So, to just, you know, take it all into consideration, my top 5 just basically, you when you think of them, you just think, why? So, my number 5, and because I totally forgot that one, that Entourage Sabotage shit, because
Fuck, it's Entourage and Sabotage.
yeah. So, my number 4, moving and scratching some down. June 26, 2005. Pitch
Yes.
versus Rotten Dead.
Really? It was his first match. And he got like beat the shit up, and it really wasn't even a bad match.
It just
Your testicles.
all
That's true.
all I have to say about that match is it looked like it was painful for everybody involved in that match.
Oh sure, yeah.
Just JJ, Rob, Ref, you,
People watching.
the guy holding the camera, you know.
I think it was Mark.
Number 4. And this one, this fucking upset me, actually. Like, I was actually incensed. And I was totally motivated to type this shit the fuck up. Psycho versus Entourage on the same show.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I just watched that yesterday too. Great match.
Now, okay. Psycho lost
Yes.
to Entourage.
Yes.
Yes, to facilitate the storyline between me and Entourage to break up our tag team.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Looking back.
I was gonna get knocked out for like 3 months.
Okay. Looking back, taking a retrospective on the career of Psycho, personally, I feel like he deserved a little better than to be associated with names like fucking Entourage. And,
Oh come on, he was gonna strip for him, baby, and he had a prom date.
but wait. But at least he got to beat up the kid, and
Yeah, that's the only thing that didn't make sense.
And-
I dominated him. I'm like,
I
yo.
want. Can I get a clip of various clips of Steve beating on Entourage with Steve voicing over in the background just random Entourage stories? Like
Why are you making this hard?
When you gonna strip for me, bitch?
okay.
But no, let me
Now-
honestly, I want to give you some insight into that
Yes,
match real
yes,
quick from my
please do.
perspective.
You remember that match?
I do actually, because I was so frustrated because I kept going, you're supposed to win. Do a move to me. No, I want you to get some shine, baby. Alright, are you gonna do a move yet? No, you hurt my arm, I can't lift you anymore. Just do your finisher to me. I'm not losing after doing your finisher.
He kicks out of the psychosis driver. Steve is not wrong.
Good clip.
I have absolutely no idea.
I have no idea.
No way.
Fisherman.
Oh my God! Psychosis driver.
Come on, Entourage, get up. Hey, Psycho kills now.
Oh, you go bust your head open?
That psycho kills him.
What?
And then Steve is like, thank God Steve never heard of the overdrive because it's one of those again.
Are you gonna do a move to me yet? Well, can't you just like trip over something and fall face first in the boardwalk?
When did Steve win his first world title?
2007.
2007.
You realize that in 2005, the tournament, that portion was to facilitate me and Entourage having to face each other so I can get rid of him as a tag team partner. And then get knocked out for like 3 months.
Oh, we're getting to that.
Okay.
I was trying to get Entourage to do moves to me the entire match, and he keeps just going, nah, do another one. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Dude, don't even worry, because he knees you in the balls too, Clip.
Alright,
I know.
Knee to the gut. And I go with his trademark ball shot. Definitely.
One, two, count of two.
And Psycho kicked out.
That's when I powerbombed the fuck out of him.
that was my number 3, right? My number 2 is a twofer.
Oh, there's always
Is a twofer.
I know you hate twofers.
July 17th, 2011. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go PSP versus Paul Ross and Bravado versus Paul Ross.
So in essence, it's Paul Ross.
Okay. Now, I will say this.
He should have skates.
He should have
skates. That's what he's missing. He should have skates.
Wow, that is right too.
That's
Okay,
wrong.
so
He's like
now
a skate gimmick without the skates.
Now let's. Okay, now you were there with me.
Yeah.
Or I guess I was there with you. John, you were there too. All right.
Yes.
Paul Ross was. Okay, fair enough to say he was the.
Wait.
He was the can't miss prospect from Wrestling Mayhem Society.
Right.
Now, he was the first and only.
Yep.
And that still didn't mean much. It went from being him being looked at as a
Potential.
big fish in a small pond to fucking this kid is finding Nemo in the middle of the ocean and he got a bum fucking fin and what the fuck are you doing? This is PSP and this is Bravado. How are you fucking this? Like how do you like how do I shot web? Like how okay? And you know whose fault is this? This is your fault.
I know.
This is your fault.
It's true.
Fuckery.
Stop believing in people.
Bravado. Stop saying fetch. Stop trying to make fetch work. It's never gonna work.
Not going to work.
What does that even mean? Is this a new one?
No, this is
I've already just got over Shade.
This is the old one.
Listen,
Mean
So-
Girls.
listen, you shade thrower.
And so, and my number 1. Okay. June 26, 2005.
Yes.
Bravado versus Entourage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cooking with gas now.
See what that says right there, right? Okay, everybody.
Yep.
Everybody.
I hate
Everybody.
James.
Everybody.
Hold on, I gotta read that.
Everybody. Seriously?
It's bold and italic.
I just
Question mark, so you know
Okay.
it's not a statement. More it's
Now.
confusion.
now
Come on.
now I will say this though, okay? It's not my number 1 solely on match quality. It's not okay, but because it exemplifies exactly what the whole purpose of my criteria
Why the fuck
is that
he in the ruler?
why is Paul Ross and why is Entourage they shouldn't even been in the ring. It should have been
Because we only had 8 people.
Sabotage was wrestling Nick that day, and Nick said clothesline, and Sabotage clotheslined him in the arm. Whose clothesline? You weren't clear.
Okay. Entourage is not, nor has ever been, worthy of even getting a look at for the rule of the ring.
Did you see the world title match on that show? Is what he's saying.
and
There's stuff to be talked about. Don't worry about that show.
frank.